It's 10 a.m. on WKYT Midmorning. Two of the three Republican presidential candidates trailing Donald Trump go on the attack. Highlights from last night's feisty GOP debate.
The race for the White House turns its attention to Kentucky. What you need to know about tomorrow's Republican caucus.
And we now have a date for when part of I-75 there in northern Tennessee will finally reopen after a major rock slide.
This is WKYT Midmorning.
It's Friday. Good morning and welcome. It's good to have you here on Midmorning on WKYT. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Barbara Bailey. Chilly start to the day, but better things are coming.
We keep hearing it, right?
I hear those rumors.
That's
better
right.
Things are coming.
Things are going to finally warm up. You know, it's been the last 6 weeks or so, Jim Caldwell, it's just been kind of like this. A lot of those clouds hanging around. What's next? Huh?
Yeah, snow. We had a few flakes out there this morning as well. And right now we're tracking some fog, even here in Lexington and many other locations. But I can see the outline of some of the buildings downtown now, just barely there in the middle of your screen. We'll cover it up, though, with the temperature 38 degrees right now in Lexington with a feels-like temperature of 31. And winds are coming in out of the north-northwest at around 9 miles per hour there. You see some of those flakes that we were tracking a little while ago moving across parts of eastern Kentucky. Not a big deal out of these at all. Not a lot of moisture for them to really keep going. But we'll likely run into moisture tomorrow with a few showers. But that's also going to be a part of the warm-up that we experience, guys. We're going into the 60s and even 70s. Next week. I'll track all of it in just a few minutes.
Okay, we look forward to those details. In the news at mid-morning, the Republican candidates for president took part in their first debate since Super Tuesday, and it was lively.
That's a good description. CBS News correspondent Weijia Jiang reports from Detroit.
Senators Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio paid little attention to each other and lobbed insults at Donald Trump during Thursday's Fox News Channel debate.
Donald has a tenuous relationship with the truth.
Anyone who's ever deserved to be attacked that way, it's been Donald Trump.
Trump fired back.
The real con artist is Senator Marco Rubio. The people of Florida can't stand him. He couldn't get elected dog catcher. You're the liar. You're the lying guy up here. I've given my answer, Lion Ted.
Things went from personal to vulgar.
And he referred to my hands. If they're small, something else must be small. I guarantee you there's no problem.
Ohio Governor John Kasich stayed out of the brawl.
And people say everywhere I go, you seem to be the adult on the stage.
Kasich, by all traditional senses, had a good night, but as we know, this is an untraditional year.
Trump said he enjoyed himself.
It's going to be tough. I thought it was going to be a little bit more violent, a little bit more back and forth, a little tougher.
Here in Detroit, Rubio, Cruz, and Kasich all said they would support Trump if he wins the Republican nomination. Their promise came hours after 2012 GOP nominee Mitt Romney blasted Trump in a speech and called him a phony and a fraud. Kasich says Trump may not be the nominee.
Frankly, if I win Ohio, we're probably going to end up in a convention, a brokered convention.
Trump also said he will support the GOP nominee if another candidate gets the nod. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Detroit.
Now, Trump already has more than a quarter of the delegates needed to secure the party's nomination.
There are 3 caucuses on Saturday, including the one right here in Kentucky. On the eve of the state's first caucus in 3 decades, many still have questions about how it all works. The first thing you need to know is that the caucus is only for registered Republicans. The polls, the caucus voting locations, will be open tomorrow from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. Most counties will only have one caucus location. Some urban areas like Lexington have several, 4 in the Fayette County area. There are 46 delegates at stake in Saturday's Kentucky caucus, and the results will be tabulated separately for each county. Kentucky is not a winner-take-all state, so candidates with 5% or more of the vote will get a portion of the delegates. Now, we have a complete guide to understanding the Kentucky Republican caucus at WKYT.com, and be sure to join us for complete coverage throughout the day tomorrow, and join Amber Philpott and me at 7 o'clock as the first results are released, a special WKYT News report.
A man suspected in a high-profile Lexington murder case wants to have the death penalty taken off the table. Mark Taylor is accused of murdering Alex Johnson in December of 2013. Police say Taylor and another man lured Johnson into their car, beat him to death, then dumped his body in the Kentucky River. In court, Taylor's attorney lobbied to have a new hearing to discuss why her client should not face the death penalty. The judge scheduled that hearing for next Friday. Another Lexington murder suspect is waiting to hear from a judge today. Police say Paris Charles killed his girlfriend last year at his home on Chatsworth Drive. Goldie Amassi's severed arms and torso were later found along the banks of the Kentucky River in Jessamine and Henry counties. His murder trial is scheduled to start in August. Kentucky's new Republican governor and growing majority of the state Senate have pressured abortion providers this year. They're combining forces with 2 lawsuits from the governor to penalize and shut down clinics and at least 5 bills critics say could hinder access. Republican Governor Matt Bevin has been in office 3 months and has sued 2 abortion clinics, including one in Lexington yesterday.
Kentucky Republicans are trying to take down the nearly century-old Democratic majority control of the State House of Representatives. It's the last legislative chamber in the South still controlled by Democrats. Republicans could earn a 50-50 split if they sweep 4 special elections that are coming up on Tuesday. A Central Kentucky mother is in jail accused of hiding drugs on her teenage daughter. The Boyle County Sheriff's Office says Tanya Davis was pulled over after leaving the Super 8 motel in Danville. Her 15-year-old daughter was with her, and deputies say a police canine found drugs in the car, and they later found about 2 grams of crystal meth in the teenager's pants. Davis is facing a list of charges. The federal government is now involved in an arson case involving a Winchester City Police cruiser. Police are working with the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms and Explosives, and on Monday, police say someone set a parked cruiser on fire. There is now a $1,500 reward for information that leads to an arrest and conviction.
We have an update this morning on that rock slide that shut down I-75 in Tennessee. The Tennessee Department of Transportation released this video of work being done. The rock slide shut down I-75 just south of the Kentucky border. Crews expect to reopen the southbound lanes by March 17th and hope to have at least one northbound lane open by March 24th. Well, one casino is giving away a prize that's truly out of this world. The Maryland Live Casino is giving away 4 trips to space, and you don't have to be an astronaut to win. For the entire month of March, players will be entered into a drawing for the Galactic Giveaway. The casino has teamed up with the second man to walk on the moon, Buzz Aldrin.
Our limits are unreachable because they're always beyond what we've done before.
The first drawing for the space trip is tomorrow.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Big prize.
That'll get your attention, really.
Right.
Well, the postseason continues for the UK women's team.
Right, the Cats knocked off LSU in the first round of the SEC tournament in Jacksonville. They led by 12 at the half, and they built their lead to 20 in the fourth quarter. LSU cut it down to 8, but the Cats hung on for their win. Michaela Epps and Janine Thompson with 17 apiece. The game was never really in doubt. Kentucky advances after a 79-71 win. The women's team will be back out on the court today to take on Florida.
And the men's team will welcome LSU to Rupp Arena tomorrow for Senior Day. It's Kentucky's final game of the regular season. UK lost to LSU by 18 points a month ago in Baton Rouge, but the Cats are holding on to one of the longest home court winning streaks in the country. You can see Saturday's game at 2 o'clock right here on WKYT.
Should be a good one.
And we have a senior.
Yeah, right.
For Senior Day.
Senior for Senior Day.
That's really good.
It works out.
We'll keep it right here this mid-morning. When a 2-year-old has a fashion emergency, who do you call?
How a 911 call led to a cute encounter. That's coming up after weather.
It's mainly foggy out there for a lot of us, and our temperatures are going to start to warm up as we head into the afternoon and beyond. 50s, 60s, maybe even 70s coming at us. We'll have it all in a few minutes.
My hospital bills were over $300,000. As soon as I got the first bill, I contacted Becker and I was like, is there anything that you guys can do with it? And they was like, we'll handle it. They talked to the hospitals to try to get it knocked down as best as they could. Whenever I found out that they knocked my bills down from about $300,000, I was just thankful. It's a relief.
Serious, experienced, results. Call the Becker Law Office. Just dial 3s.
Unclaimed freight notice this weekend at American Freight. Over 1,000 truckloads of living room furniture. 7-piece living room groups that include a sofa, love seat, coffee table, 2 end tables, and 2 designer lamps. You get all 7 pieces from only $398 complete. Free layaway till tax refund. Same-day delivery. Come to the loading docks this weekend only at American Freight in Lexington, 272 West New Circle Road next to Walmart across from Jalapenos. Phone 226-0008.
If you add up all the hidden air leaks in your home, they can equal a hole the size of an open window. These drafts can make your home feel uncomfortable and cause high energy bills. Our button-up program helps you find these leaks and seal them. You'll save energy, increase your comfort, and you can receive a rebate for making energy efficiency upgrades. Jackson Energy and Licking Valley RECC, your Touchstone Energy Cooperatives.
Turn your loving on and try something crazy good. I'm all about new hot stuff. Makes me crinkle inside. Bet you never tasted flavor this big. Insane, right?
Only Rallies and Checkers is crazy enough to offer 2 huge Alaskan cod fillets boxed with fries for just $2. Reel in 2 huge beer-battered authentic Alaskan cod fillets with our famous seasoned fries and irresistible dill tartar sauce. Get hooked for just $2. Only at Rallies and Checkers.
Epic meals, epic deals.
Get WKYT News and Weather Update on Wild 103.9. Now, your zone-by-zone forecast with meteorologist Jim Caldwell.
Got to get rid of that fog that's out there right now. That's going to prevent us from really warming up some, so we got to get rid of it. But it will eventually burn off as we head into the afternoon and evening hours, so that might cause some of the cloud cover to kind of linger around. Because remember, that's what fog is. It's a cloud. It's just touching the ground. Looking at that to burn off, though, showers coming at us for your Saturday and much warmer next week. I don't want to talk about the negatives, so let's focus in on this, the fact that we are talking about significantly warmer temperatures as we jump into your Monday. Look at some of the highs potentially for our entire area as we get past this weekend and into next week. Upper 60s to right around 70 degrees showing up all over the place. This looks like a nice run for us. Not so much today, though, because you still have some snow on the ground, especially along the Mountain Parkway there. This is near Slade, and you can see a significant amount of snow compared to every other shot we have here. Frankfort, you don't see it. Jackson, you don't see anything but fog and 33 degrees. But here in Lexington, we're already up to 38 with some of that fog starting to, again, thin out quite a bit compared to what you see down there, which is usually a great shot of the mountains. Here's our Defender Radar Network, tracking the final few flakes moving out of eastern sections of Kentucky, and you might run into a little bit. Looks like some into Sigersville and over into Johnson County. They're right around Paintsville. We expand our view, and you see the thickness of the cloud cover and all that fog. That's what's highlighted here throughout most of the area. Getting into midday and beyond, we start tracking that high through the area. And again, we try to clear our skies up somewhat to at least see a little bit of sunshine from time to time. Hopefully we get rid of the fog to do just that. Showers will roll in here, it looks like, for the 10 o'clock hour, somewhere thereabouts, mid-morning to early afternoon tomorrow morning, and tomorrow afternoon, of course, with showers passing through that front. Then you keep the rain alive a little while longer as it passes by, so we'll have a few more showers into the evening as well. So that's the only issue tomorrow, because our temperatures are going up. We're likely getting into the low and maybe even some mid-50s across parts of Kentucky into your Saturday. You go beyond Saturday, and we try to make a run at 60, then we try to make a run at 70, and then we do. And then we keep making a run at 70 degrees as we get toward Tuesday and beyond. Now, from 4 to 6:30 today, because we're talking about those storms next week, Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey and I will be at the Richmond Road Kroger Marketplace as part of Severe Storms Preparedness Month. You can get a weather radio, and we will help you get it programmed, and we'd love to see you come out there. Chris likes hugs. I said this early this morning. He likes hugs, and he'll take as many as he can get. There you go.
You like them too, don't you?
Of course I like them.
Of course you do. All right. That's a great thing. It'll be a great thing to help people.
Too sweet here in the morning. Yeah.
All right.
Very sweet.
Okay.
Speaking of sweet.
2-year-old girl in South Carolina struggling to get dressed. Well, that's an emergency.
The Greenville County Sheriff's Office says the child called 911 asking for help getting dressed. Her parents didn't know that she'd even made the call. And thinking it was just a 911 hang-up call, a deputy, of course, rushed to the home to check things out.
The door opened up and she comes running out to the front with half a pant leg on, and she's just like, hey! I just ended up sitting down on the stairs and helping her put on the rest of her pants, and then it was almost like a reward. She just wanted a hug. And
the deputy called the emergency the best part of her shift. Well, she got the help she needed.
Speaking of wanting hugs, too.
Right, that's what she got.
All right. Well, look at the first trailer for the upcoming Ghostbusters film, and Sacha Baron Cohen takes on his newest alter ego.
Suzanne Marquez has your eye on entertainment.
Sacha Baron Cohen showed up in full costume for the Los Angeles premiere of The Brothers Grimsby. His newest character is Nobby Butcher, a fun-loving football fan on a mission to save the world. The musical Waitress is in rehearsals on Broadway. Jessie Mueller stars as Jenna, a young woman looking to escape her small-town life through the magic of a well-baked pie.
First time I heard the music, I was blown away. I was just so taken with the music. It was the kind of stuff where I listened to it and I felt something right away.
Sarah Bareilles wrote songs for the show, which opens next month. In theaters today, Christian Bale stars as a writer on a search for love in the new movie Knight of Cups.
No one cares about reality anymore.
He says each shoot was an organic experience.
We don't know where any of those scenes are going to end up in the film. Is it going to be the beginning? Is it going to be the end? Or whatever like that. So there's a great freedom if you allow yourself just to go, well, I'm all right not knowing.
The film also features Natalie Portman and Cate Blanchett.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you want to?
Sorry. And here's the first look at the newest team of Ghostbusters. The sequel is due in theaters this summer. That's your eye on entertainment. Suzanne Marquez, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, on a cold and cloudy Friday, who couldn't use a great laugh?
Comedian Brent Morin, who's performing at Comedy Off-Broadway, joins us next here on WKYT.
Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot, $144 million, and Saturday night's Powerball jackpot is $40 million, and we'll be right back on Mid-Morning.
The Republican race for president is red hot, and Kentucky is in the thick of it. On Saturday, watch a WKYT Campaign 2016 special edition to see who wins the Kentucky Republican caucus. Saturday at 7 on WKYT. Stay safe this severe weather season with a Midland Weather Radio and WKYT. Come to the Kroger on Richmond Road today from 4 to 6:30 to get your radio and meet Chris Bailey, keeping you safe this severe weather season. That's what we stand for.
Philip Pratt, a proud grandfather, a loving and caring family man, a hard-working small business owner, someone who knows how to grow jobs and change the landscape in Frankfurt. Philip Pratt will hold government accountable responsibly, fight Obama's crippling government overreach on our agriculture economy, and preserve our Kentucky heritage in Owen and Scott County. On Tuesday, March 8th, vote Philip Pratt for state representative.
Spend more time with family and get a membership to the Explorium. Benefits include admission for a year, members-only nights, discounts, and more. Visit Explorium.com for details.
At Stones and Granite of Lexington, we'll top off your projects with the finest marble, granite, quartz, or natural stone. Get luxurious results that only look like you spent a fortune. Call now for more information on our monthly specials. Take us for granted at Stones and Granite.
When I'm lucky enough to meet you out in public, the question I'm most often asked is, what is Emma up to? So let me tell you. As usual, she stays busy investigating accident scenes, sniffing out evidence, and solving cases. But recently, she became a big sister. Meet Molly. Emma loves Molly. She doesn't know if she's her kid's sister or daughter. Unfortunately, she sometimes thinks she's the baby. When you write Emma, she'll write you back. Morgan & Morgan, for our dogs.
Visit Kentucky Craft at the Market, March 5th and 6th at the Lexington Convention Center for 2 days of fine art and craft and more. Visit artscouncil.ky.gov.
I wasn't too thrilled about dentures, but I need to be able to chew. So I called Aspen Dental. They got me right in because my visit was long overdue. And no one on staff even made me feel bad that I hadn't been in since the leg warmer fad. My new dentures came with a great guarantee, so this giant pretzel's got nothing on me.
With dentures starting at $3.99 and a money-back guarantee, dentistry's never been easier. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL.
I'm WKYT's Sam Dick, and I stand for Kentucky.
Welcome back into WKYT here at Mid-Morning. He's a busy man with a network show and a Netflix special, but Brent Morin still loves stand-up comedy, being on that stage.
And that brings him to Comedy Off-Broadway tonight and Saturday. Welcome, Brent. Glad to have you in town.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you coming.
I'm happy to be here.
You sat down, I said, you know, it's the political season. Do you do politics? And you said,
like, no. No, but I mean, it's hilarious. That's all I could say.
Might be some competition for you in the comedy arena. Is that what you're saying?
Donald Trump seems like a better improviser than me, you know? Got him.
There you go.
Maybe I should do political comedy. If there was a time for me to ever do political comedy, it would be right now. Because you don't really need to know a lot about politics. We've learned that from our candidates. Got them. Look at that, 2 for 2. See? Take that, Larry Miller.
Well, what is it? You're doing so many other projects. You are very busy, but you still love that stand-up.
Yeah. Stand-up is, I became addicted to it. I always thought a lot of my heroes like Billy Crystal and Albert Brooks and Woody Allen and all these guys, you read up about them and you realize they started as stand-ups and then they went off and then they did their acting and their movie career, and then one day you go, he did stand-up? You know, even Michael Keaton, you know, he was Batman, but you didn't know he was a stand-up. I never planned on being addicted to it. The goal was like get a TV show and move on into movies, and then, you know, stand-up would be something by the time I'm in my 50s and I look like Richard Dreyfuss and I can't work anymore. I'll go back to the comedy clubs. But it's just the greatest feeling in the world is doing stand-up, because it's all me. What I write and then what I say is me, and you get to see it, and I get the honest reaction of an audience.
And yet you're living the life, because you also have the other TV projects going on. All of that. Yeah. So
I get to do a sitcom, you know, on NBC, which I grew up watching. Man, my whole family, I don't know about you guys, but it would just sit and eat dinner on our laps and watch TV. It was, or the TV was still on and you're laughing even though my dad would laugh and not even see the TV, which is weird to explain his age. He's used to just listening to radio programs, I guess. But, you know, it's just nice now that I get to be on one of those shows, which is fun. But I still do stand-up every night.
Well, what's it like when people come out to your show? What can they expect?
You get a lot of political stuff, obviously. No, you get a piece of me. Like whatever I live or whatever happens to me, I talk about. I find.
And is it different for a different audience? Do you react to them enough?
It changes. It changes on my mood, but it also like. My Netflix special that just came out, it's my first hour special. It's every comic's dream to have one, and that really was about me being single and wanting to be in love but not ready for a relationship is what I found in myself. It's like therapy for me. And so I was like, why did I drink too much and do this? And why did I make this mistake? And why did I spend money on this? And then I realized, oh, I'm single and I'm taking a lot of risks. Now I'm in a relationship for the first time in my life, so this one is more about me trying to grow up and fighting that adulthood, you know, because being single is a lot of fun. And now, you know, being in a relationship is fun, but it's also really not.
Yeah, welcome to the real world.
So it's just me trying to figure that out. And definitely people can expect, like, if you came, I had some people last night who came to the show who said they want to come to every show now, which is nice. And I said, well, you're going to expect different stuff, because when I was working on the special, it was the same and I was crafting it. This is me trying to not do anything from that hour and work on all new stuff. So you're going to see the most raw version of myself. Some of it's going to be revealing way too much. Some of it will be really funny, and some of it will be crazy.
At Comedy Off-Broadway.
Tonight and tomorrow at 7:15 and 9:45. Check Brent out. Thanks for coming. All right.
Come on out, Calipari. Or Pari.
He might.
Get right here this mid-morning. He might.
Yeah, we'll check in with the Mr. Food Test Kitchen and see what's cooking up for the weekend.
While some airports offer a few flights to a few places a few days a week, Louisville International offers daily flights to more of the places you want to go. You can get there from there, eventually. Or you can see where we can take you. Visit us today.
Hi, checking out the RAV4?
Yep, looking for something fun.
Well, with available Sport Tune suspension, you can turn any trip into an awesome adventure.
Yeah! Errands!
Aren't they the best?
Now, during Toyota's One for Everyone sales event, get 0.9% financing for 60 months on the adventurous 2016 RAV4. Or lease one now for just $199 a month.
Have fun running those errands.
Toyota, let's go places.
Hey, Joe, how you doing with your new hearing aids?
Hey, Marty, they're great. I just wish I'd done it sooner.
If you play the TV too loudly, or if listening in some situations has become difficult, you're needed to participate in a special program called the 10-Day Challenge. You'll receive a complete hearing test and evaluation absolutely free.
Come on and be one of the 100 participants and take the 10-Day Challenge.
Hearing Solutions, helping you listen to what you're missing.
Get ready for spring and save big. Kevin's Carpets has a huge selection of hardwood, laminate, tile, carpet, and more. We have any flooring you need at a price you can afford. Kevin's Carpets now serving you in 2 locations, Lexington and Georgetown. Why, you'd have to be crazy to buy flooring anyplace else.
Let's come into the office. The government has said, no, I don't believe you. You're not disabled.
The major problem with Social Security disability is that most people who sign up are denied at the initial level. If your claim's denied, don't give up. Call us immediately. We'll appeal your case.
We can do an effective job of representing you that will get you the benefits that you deserve.
Call Morgan, Collins, and Yeast, 1-800-55-WILDCAT.
It's time to wake up. You've got things to do, mouths to feed, work to get done. It's another Kentucky morning. And Kentucky mornings start here.
Good morning. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith.
You don't have time to waste, so we don't waste your time. Simple as that. Breaking and overnight news, weather to plan your day, plus traffic you can take with you. Make WKYT This Morning part of your Kentucky morning. Weekdays from 4:30 to 7 on WKYT.
We're glad you're with us today. When you put this next dish in the oven to bake with biscuits on top, you'll find that the whole casserole rises to the occasion.
It looks really good today in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. It's Easy Chicken Bubble Bake.
Today, I'm so excited to share a new recipe that we just came up with. It's a spin-off of an old-fashioned pot pie, but with a trendy twist. And the best part, it's weeknight easy and downright comforting. Let me show you. We start by combining a couple cans of cream of chicken soup along with some milk and a few spices, stirring it till it's smooth. To that, we add a package of frozen broccoli, cauliflower, and carrots, along with some cooked rotisserie chicken that we've shredded. Once that's mixed, we pour it into a baking dish and pop it in the oven. While that's heating up, we cut a package of refrigerated biscuits into quarters and toss them with some butter. Next, we'll top the casserole with the biscuits, and back into the oven it goes for a few more minutes. When the top is golden brown and the filling is bubbling hot, it's ready to serve. Let me tell you, this is one simple way to make a tasty pot pie that certainly will grab everyone's attention. Why not go to MrFood.com and get the recipe for our Easy Chicken Bubble Bake, so you can shake up your dinner with a one-pan meal that's a thumbs-up winner. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a new, comforting way for you to say, ooh, it's so good. You love eating.
Okay, and now we need a thumbs-up winner forecast.
How about Sunday, Monday? We can give you 2 right there,
okay.
Because we're going nice warm weather there.
Looks pretty good. Warmer next week, but then the storms here and there.
Stormy chances, that's probably.
Thank you for joining us for Mid-Morning. Hope you're back here at noon.
We'll see you then.